Well, welcome to the Unpacked Podcast, where we're unpacking the realities in today's public schools. I am Micki O'Neil. I am your host today, and I am joined by Aiden Daenzer. Please share a little bit about yourself, Aiden, so the audience will know a little bit more about what we're going to talk about today.
Yeah, hi, thanks, Micki. Thanks for having me here today. Yep, my name is Aiden Daenzer. I was part of the Business and Risk Management program at Wilson for 2 years, between 23 and 25. I was an intern here at Ingham ISD for the latter of that. And yeah, love the program and super awesome opportunity. Excited to share about it.
Great. Well, can you talk a little bit about your experience at the Wilson Talent Center and how it kind of helped you experience new things that connected your schoolwork with the work world and things like that? If you could share a little bit, that'd be great.
Yeah, absolutely. So yeah, I'm currently a student at MSU. I'm part of the Broad College of Business, kind of exploring within that what I want to do right now. But I attribute most of kind of my, what I say is a head start at MSU to stuff that I've learned during Wilson and opportunities that I was given. You know, we had the chance to earn some licenses and designations in the insurance industry, meet a handful of insurance professionals and also just business professionals in general. And I had a lot of opportunities come out of that. My second year, I did 10 job shadows. I was able to connect with...
Fantastic. 10 job shadows.
Absolutely.
Awesome.
Absolutely. It was awesome. The great opportunities to really explore what I wanted to do.
Mm-hmm.
And then also, for the most part, explore what the program had to offer and what these industry connections can bring you, which are so valuable. So
That's very cool.
absolutely.
Very cool. Can you explain? You said you had 10 different internships. What did you take away from those? Like things that you didn't want to do versus things you wanted to do in the future?
Yeah, so 10 job shadows, they were across all different fields. The aim of that part of our program was just experience, find out what your passion is going to be and go ahead and explore it and see what opportunities there are within it. So I kind of split myself between business, insurance, and the media fields. So I was able to shadow some people in the commercial line side of insurance, on the agency side. I was also able to shadow some photographers and some news personnel on the media side, and then some finance people in business. So able to kind of reach out and get a lot of different insight into these different industries and opportunities within them, which was definitely huge in choosing Michigan State going forward. And then just having that experience of, you know, at Michigan State, we're tasked to go into a lot of job fairs and just connecting with industry people as they come in. Every day there's an opportunity to connect with someone new, meet someone new, potentially open another door. And having that practice for 2 years of, you know, learning how to meet people, learning how to pitch yourself, show what your potential can be to them and what you can offer them and what they can offer you. You know, there's no better place than Wilson to be able to learn those skills, develop those skills early on.
Well, that's fabulous to hear. And it's true that networking is such a big component of, you know, helping plan your future. So that's really cool to hear that you were able to get that at Wilson Talent Center. Can you talk about some other things outside of the Wilson Talent Center that also supported you to kind of figure out your journey and where you're headed for your future?
Yeah, so I mean, I took advantage of a lot of things in high school. A lot of them did sprout from Wilson. I completed 3 different internships actually while I was in high school. So one of them was during the school year at Ingham. Another was the summer after my junior year at a state farm agency. And then, my third one was after I graduated at Michigan Millers, which is a local commercial lines company around here. So while those did sprout from Wilson, definitely gave me that professional experience that, I mean, I would say no college freshmen usually have, which definitely put a step ahead 100%.
So it helped you figure out what you didn't want to do and what you did want to do.
Absolutely.
That didn't part, you know what I mean? Sometimes people don't think of, you know, I really don't want to do that, but I need the experience to help me understand I really don't want to do that. And this is more the path that I want to take. So I think that's pretty cool that you have all of that experience. Can you talk about give us one takeaway that you would give anybody that's considering going to the Wilson Talent Center or any type of current technical education program? You know, what advice would you give them?
Yeah, so I mean, I do think, while I talk about all these opportunities and they're awesome, I do think probably the most impactful thing for me at Wilson was one of the first days of class. It was maybe within the first 3 weeks of class, my junior year. We started off and we were tasked to create a mission and vision statement for every student had to do it. And we did that, and what I ended up developing, which changed and evolved, but essentially boils down to, first of all, I want to learn as much as I can, gather as much information, as much experience, take advantage of as much opportunities as I can. And then second of all, I've loved to be able to use all that experience to help other people. And I've kind of taken that and applied that to all of the opportunities for education and obviously outreach and just development that I can. And I would say that really drives me to want to go work hard every day, want to go take advantage of all these great opportunities. I did it for 2 years at Wilson. I'm trying to do it now at MSU.
Great. That's great.
So Wilson, I think, will help you find your why. And it's something that I try to tell kids to do, to look for it. And it's so hard. It's hard to figure out. It's hard to figure out where you want to be. But if you can have some kind of direction, you don't even know exactly where you're going to end up.
Right.
Have some kind of direction based on how you want to impact the world, what legacy you want to leave. That's the best thing I think you can do as a young person.
Well, that's amazing advice. And you're right. There's a lot of pressure to try and figure that out by the time you graduate from high school. So having some of these experiences are helpful, right? They help you kind of guide your journey.
Absolutely. Just take stabs at stuff, try opportunities, throw yourself into it. You're going to be presented with so many in school, but Wilson gives you even more that you never may have imagined you were going to get. So taking advantage of those opportunities to figure that out, help you figure that out is, I think, the best thing you can do.
Okay, wonderful. Well, that's about all we have time for today. So thank you for joining us for our podcast. We appreciate it and helping us unpack the realities in today's public schools.
Awesome. Thank you, Micki.
Thank you.